Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm MacLeod.
I'm Rose.
Nikki.
And this is called Geass Transgression.
Whoa.
So, last time the video ended up being a bit longer than I intended, but there was just enough in there that I was just like, alright, I could just leave some funny little commentary on things that we'd already seen. But we saw a few new scenes, including stuff that helped set the background of the family actually missing him when he left.
I just realized I never addressed how they got to that island.
Oh yeah, never. We never talked about that teleportation thing.
How Euphemia, Callan, Suzaku, and Lelouch got to the island suddenly.
That was Vivi.
That was Vivi?
So it's basically Vivi.
Vivi did some magic stuff with the runes and stuff. He had the Geass order teleport them. But it's not explained in detail how, but it was a teleportation kind of thing that happened, that he had the ability to do in that circumstance. He couldn't do that regularly.
He's like, if Suzaku, Callan, Lelouch, and Yuffie are ever in danger, I know exactly what to do.
Yeah. Other than that, we're going to keep our eyes open for the new scenes. I expect this reaction video will be a bit shorter because I believe they add more new scenes as the story goes on because they kind of start diverging more. But we will see. So guys, thank you guys very much for being here. If you like your time here, please remember to like and subscribe if you would like to see more. If you want to see the full 2-hour uncut version of this reaction, you're going to check that out on Patreon. But other than that, thank you very much for being here and stick around for the discussion. Suzaku.
Yeah. Wait, what is this?
Okay.
He's now busy.
Okay. So he's still on recruit mode, which is what happened last time.
Yeah.
He's about to get knighted by Yuffie. Oh
Oh
no!
yeah, I remember this.
Which means...
Maybe it doesn't happen in this one.
But then what is Suzaku's driving force afterwards? What else are they going to replace it with?
A Geass?
Yes?
Maybe. Wait, no, remember in
I remember this guy.
before Caminite Island, he did want to speak to Suzaku. Remember? That's why he walked up to him.
They're in the sand pit.
The sand pit, yeah. So maybe they did have this plan before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disturber shuts things down for everybody.
Better than breaking the rules.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so same yes.
Same here.
Ooh.
Okay, they
she
shut
turned
it
it
down. Yeah. His thingy got taken off.
Is that Anya?
Yeah, not on. Is it Anya? Her name?
This is a different scene, I think. I don't think we've ever seen this.
No, she wasn't here last time. What's that on her arm?
He's like... Sudden sweat. Wow, look at that.
Wow, he chopped everything.
Oh, different.
It is different.
Thanks to them, I what? Oh, Geass him.
Waste the Geass.
Yeah.
This is all new.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're just
Okay. They're just kind of
totally
skipping
letting him
over it.
off this time.
Yeah.
Before they kind of rubbed it in. Oh, a family picture.
Yuki's upset.
Is he nicer in this version?
And then he casually helps her create a bomb. It's fine. Oh, she's met her before, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so this is how they're showing it.
That makes so much more sense in the
Yeah.
main series. Is he not engaged to Millie this one?
I guess not.
Actually,
I guess
I didn't see
they
that.
threw that out. Oh,
there it
okay,
is.
so they're
so
bringing
they
it up
did-
here. Thanks, Cecile?
No interest at all.
I only know the systems.
Oh yeah.
Alright, it's Shirley being Shirley. Oh, she was supposed to remember that now.
But she doesn't. She said different words this time. Mount Fuji is half
Hands
metal.
can't breathe.
I just got that. How many times have they shown that scene?
They said it's been an important point.
I know, but I never knew it was Mount Fuji. I don't want to watch that.
Yes. Yes.
And then he shows up.
T-posing.
He felt it.
Oh yeah.
Happened?
He remembered things.
Oh yeah,
he felt CC. That's right.
They never explained this, so why show it again?
And we see the thingy.
Yeah.
Because if he's what?
And he's just some stupid.
Where can we change this part? He accepts it, and then the end. No third part.
Has to happen.
Here we go. Stop!
Oh my gosh, chill. Just accept it. It's already happened. It's fine. Oh, here it comes.
Moron.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Jeremiah when you need him?
True.
Then he cannot chase her.
And it begins.
Dodge it.
0.5 seconds of lag, got nothing on him.
Who's sad?
Yeah.
できればそうしたかったよ。君と共に。ユフィ。どうして？ルルーシュ。さよなら。ユフィ。
And it happened.
君はどうしてあんな命令を。ユーフェニアこそブリタニア偽善の象徴。国家という体裁を取り繕った人殺しだ。私はうまくできた。大成功だ。みんなとても喜んでいたよ。日本で。よかった。私は今ここにブリタニアからの独立を宣言する。だがそれはかつての日本の復活を意味しない。あらゆる人種、歴史、主義を受け入れる広さと強者が。
I remember thinking like, you know, he's pretty metal to just like full send on the whole Euphemia thing. Yeah.
今からでも行けるよ。そうだ。一緒にアシュフォード学園に行こう。楽しい生徒会あるんだ。君と私の分まで。ダメだ、ユフィ、ダメだ。スザク、あなたに会えて。
Ooh. The monster is born, Suzaku.
He's shaking.
Yeah.
And then comfort her.
契約したの。
That was when she became best girl.
Yes. Man, this was so exciting.
Yeah.
This is all out of the songs. Then he ruined it.
Uh-oh.
Rise.
Is this where he showed up first?
Rise.
Oh, yes, it is. It is. I remember.
Yeah, what's up? I remember
Dalton.
seeing him first and we were like, who the heck is that? And then I was it like in discussion? We were like, wait, was that Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Or did somebody tell us?
Yeah, I told you in discussion.
Oh, yeah, and
Oh,
then
no.
he was mad. Oh, man. Oh, and then he does the awesome play
Yeah.
of the ground.
Earthbender.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Grounds fall.
Yeah.
Nani?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Ashford Academy is too close to everything.
Yeah.
Man, what a map.
しかしフロアパーツを一斉にパージすればこれほど脆いものはない
Okay.
Oh, here comes
He
Suzaku.
was mad. This was after their conversation of just like, oh, you mad? Just kill it, bro.
Here we go. Missing the bullets like a pro.
Is that new?
That
Yeah,
looked
I don't remember.
Is she not able to set it off this time?
We didn't know it had Sakura Night yet.
カテウルルーシュ自らの過去にそして行動
And
の
then Geass!
Yeah.
The one
That they
only
never
will-
addressed.
Yes, the one and only we'll ever get.
知れない俺とお前二人いればできないことなんて甘えるなその前に手を組むべきはユーフィーだった
Well,
well,
he wanted
ユー
to.
フィーが力を合わせれば世界は
Remember, he never explains anything.
no.
Yeah.
終わったことだ
Yeah, he just says that's the
お前も
past.
父親を殺しているだろう
And then he brings up bad things.
いくらでもできる
Takes the wrong road.
それより取引だお前にギアスを教えたのは誰だそいつとナナニーはどこにいるここから先のことはお前には関係ないお前の存在が間違っていたんだお前は世界からはじき出されたんだナナニーは俺が
Nice.
And Callan did nothing. Where the kick?
I guess we get to see what happens this time.
君を利用した男だ
Or did we see this? I don't even remember.
君は
I mean, that was a volatile liquid.
Yeah.
ゼロ君を終わらせる
Oh, she was sleeping.
久しいな、ナナリー。全てが終わったら話をし。ゆっくりとな。では失敗した。
Aww.
絶対だと通達しろ。誰かどこへ地下に潜るか海外だ。
Wow.
What?
What just
Existential
happened?
crisis.
Oh, and Cece's
Oh.
floating in the
Alright,
water.
Okay, I guess that's how she didn't
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, she's floated up. She surfaced.
やめろ。また俺から奪うつもりか。母さんをナナリーまで。シャルルヒブリタニア。
It grieves.
Yeah.
やめろ。新たなる偽りの記憶。
Oh, we get to see a scene with Suzaku, eh?
Season 2 now.
一方で極東事変の行方知れずとなっていたナナリービ・ブリタニア公女殿下が生きておられました。京都が人質としていたようですが、先日のブラックリベリーを失
Oh, they're saying she was held hostage.
Yeah.
シュタットフェルト家
Which is technically true. She was in the school.
それに地域を公女殿下を救出されたとのことです。
Oh,
Look at that hair. Wow.
アイゼル殿下の特別派遣共同技術部にいたそうだが、そのコネを使ったのか、それとも虐殺公女ユーフェミアのブラッドリー卿、言葉には
Gino.
Hey.
ナイト・オブ・スリー、ジノ・バインベルデ。
Nice to meet you.
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
And yeah,
あなた式根島の
we're in season 6 and then
Nina. Yeah. So she never did the.
あなたがニーナさん。
But they find her.
Or
ロ
not.
イド先生からの紹介状で
聞いてる。シュナイゼル殿下の力になってあげて。
そんな恐れ多いこと
フレルギー卿、
But you did anyway.
それともギアスのことですか。
他のラウンズは誰も知らない。
Oh, so now he knows immediately that he knows.
No, he's just talking about the Geass, not his Geass.
I know, but
北前。式は
in the other one.
ルルーシュのそばにはネブラ。
Oh, okay. Here's Rolo.
Rolo.
The
Oh,
one
yeah,
that
the one
was.
at. Oh, it's referring to the OVA.
弟役を務めさせていただきます。対象相手の体感時間を止めるギアスは私の能力です。では君か。能力が発動時に心停止してしまうというのは
How did you know
What?
this?
Yeah, he's
Intel.
upset.
としての彼の一流です。
So they all know about the
プロの
Geass at this point.
ルルーシュを学生に戻す必要はないかと考えますが。
諭してはおきましたが、いずれ気づくやもしれません。C2 を誘い出すための罠なのだ。この
He's like, it's trivial.
His voice is so good.
It doesn't matter.
感じよ。私も帰ってきた。
He's so happy. He was binging beers.
Hasn't been shaving.
やはりあなたは生きていた。
じゃあ偽物か。どちらにしても総領事館に突入すれば重大なルール違反だ。国際問題になる。
A big one.
ゼロを名乗っている以上皇族殺しだ。EU との戦いも大事だけどさ。
どっちもあり地獄
Hmm.
私は戦う。間違った力を行使する。
And he just looking crazy.
Nah, with new hair.
私は正義を実行し続けることをここに宣言する。
Yeah.
Zero, 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 zero.
マルタスタイン卿。
本当ですか
はい。ナナリー様が次のエリア
Next vice lord is doing everything.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we didn't see the scene before.
それは許されません。ルルーシ様は記憶喪失とのこと。ナナリー様が哀れてはかえって混乱を招きます。
Oh,
Oh, that's what they told her. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is gonna break Geass.
yeah.
but-
This is when Jeremiah breaks the Geass.
Yeah, so Geass.
She was.
But it never happened this.
But it did. It must have.
Yeah, that had happened.
There it goes.
Her memory got altered by Emperor.
Oh, the Emperor, maybe.
本当にギアスをかけられた人間が
But the mouse stuff never happened.
Yeah, Mao never happened.
わからないから綺麗にしているんだよ君は全てのギアスを破壊するギアスキャンセラーを手に入れただから
了解しました。誰がギアスにかかっているの
I remember when we saw this, we were like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
ルルーシュ。
Oh, nothing's changed at all.
And now she's remembering back to when she was suspicious because all that happened in this one, she became suspicious of him
I mean,
being.
I'm pretty sure everything that
Yeah,
happened in
it's
the last
probably.
Probably. It changed to probably. Nunnally.
Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense to her now.
Right.
one. Oh, did he go walk up to? Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, did he?
No, he never
I don't
did.
remember.
悲しませたくはないのか。
The two of you?
お二人。
君がバリアンヌの子供たちを
Freaking out.
Oh, he knows that they're his children, Mariana's children this time.
Yeah.
今のゼロが本物かどうかそして C2 のありかを
Wow. We're seeing more of Vivi for sure.
Scared.
I mean, I gotta say, Vivi has like no inflection in his voice.
No, that's what they gotta draw him so panicked.
Yeah. Okay, he's changing. They have another objective. You're a pawn.
You just realized that? I thought that was the unspoken rule.
Oh, now he's supposed
Yeah,
to
now he
he's a
comes.
Lelouch.
Oh.
こっちに戻ってくるのなら電話ぐらい
Yes, you should. Whoa!
Whoa.
What the hell?
What? Oh, it's Sayako! Sayako! What the heck, Sayako? Sayako went like this because he did the signal, but she misunderstood
Yeah.
いつも通りですよ
the entire other side.
I loved her smoke bomb escape.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You could see how she works it out.
今すぐクルレギスだ
It's like we can get rid of him.
ブリタニアにこれといった動きがないなぜかわからないがスザクは上に報告していないよう今報告
He's like, I really want to kill someone.
信じているからなあとこれちょっと早いけど誕生日祝い
Oh,
Now he gives
Wow.
him rocket.
Very
Okay.
late.
ありがとう兄さん
Okay.
Oh, that was big last time, so it's strange
Yeah.
to have so
ゲ
late.
ートを消したい突入する私が直々に検証する
He's not wearing his
Suit.
get up.
Yeah.
Barley survived this time?
Barley?
No!
Barley!
Barley!
だけでいいんだあとの策はある
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna.
Kill
I
him.
wonder if he's gonna do
It
it this
might
time.
work this time.
このふざけた偽物の
My phony little brother.
ヴィンセントに仕掛けた爆弾で
Oh.
よくやってくれたロロ
Oh, is it gonna happen?
ここでお前と
And then, okay,
Oh, okay,
it didn't
so he
happen.
survives.
He's still okay. He's like, failed.
Bayama.
ルーシュこの呪われた王子で
He's crying.
Oh, quite baby.
Was that Guilford? Who was that? I
Who
didn't
was
see
that?
it.
Just like-
Jeremiah.
よく来てくれたねシャルルやっぱり最後に頼りになるのは兄弟だね
兄さんジェレミアを勝手に調整したというの
Different question?
Mm-hmm. Tuned up Jeremiah.
それよりルルーシュがゼロだって分かったよ卑怯なんだあいつは
兄さんがまた
Yeah.
So-
Totally different implications. It's not as strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuned up Jeremiah. What
But-
does that matter?
Wang.
All right. The mirrors.
ブリタニアが命じる
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to know, why does he have a gun in the...
Well, I mean, he has a whole Gurren or what? Gawain system.
Gotta keep strapped if you're emperor.
Is this where we end? No?
Oh, that's his face again.
お前だからさシャルル
Oh, he's like saying,
僕は
oh,
兄さんだから
Didn't want him to
Yeah.
become immortal.
こんなにもあっさりと聞きたいことになった詫びさせて
Wasn't he dead last time? Vivi?
He was
it's around,
dying.
he's basically same thing happening. They just managed to surprise us.
He's like,
Oh, that wasn't as good.
No.
確かに心臓を
行動で来るがゆえに王の力をつきたいのである
should have picked up the gun.
Oh!
あれだけ慕っていた兄
Mm.
こいつお前さマリアンヌのこと好きだったんだ
I almost was happy for Vivi that he
Yeah.
got to die.
Yeah.
そこで見ておれ
He's like,
I'm taking
watch
your
me take your
lady.
girl.
やめろ
She's
like,
my,
she's
my,
mine.
you're what?
答えろシーズなぜ俺と代替わりして死のうとしなかった俺に永遠の命という地獄を押し付けることだってできたはずだそんな顔で死ぬな最後くらい笑って死ね俺が必ず笑わせてやるだから
Like, bam. He looks so bad.
そしたら聞いてる。お前の本当の願いを。おい、こっちを向いてくれ。
Wow.
Flare.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
We were like, wait, did they explode the place? But no, it was this.
君は天才だ。
I don't know what she expected this to be used for.
Farming.
Yeah, she still
Yeah.
needs to memories.
Okay.
So annoying.
Yeah.
Nobody likes amnesia arcs.
That's true.
Ship sailed too.
Unanimous. Liberate Japan! And then things go crazy.
集結決議第1号。進軍目標は日本。
The hand twirl.
I was so happy.
Fantastic. And then, hey, what's up? He's like, bruh.
I like how he calls him Zero, not Lelouch.
I respect, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't walk back, man.
全てを得るか全てを失うか戦いとは元来そういうものだオールハイブリタニア
So good.
It's so powerful and emphatic.
日本万歳
We were like, Huzzah!
ご主人様の分取っておきました朝ごはん取られていなかったようでしたからこれ
Stop zooming in on the pizza.
Ugh. So much force.
Right?
Alright, and then, oh. Yeah, and she's like, you need a friend
Yeah.
Right.
after proposing to me.
スザクか。ルルーシュ。ルルーシュ。今のゼロも君か。
So out with it.
そう。俺がゼロだ。ブリタニアの敵が僕に何の用だ。君の頼みなんか僕が引き受けると思うのか。思わない。それでもお前しかいないんだ。身勝手だな。分かっている。シャジ。お前しか。
Yeah. Can you imagine? Your best friend and now enemy is the only person you have.
守ってください。
The end. Oh.
Oh.
I thought this is the conversation when he's like, come meet me.
Yeah, it was come meet me. But I guess we're not doing that. Because it's probably recorded from the phone now.
I remember before we knew that he kind of caused his father's death.
Yeah.
That I was like, why'd you stop here? But he's feeling all the guilt
Yeah.
for not doing something sooner.
ロンドンへ下の太陽は涙に効くってお母様が教えてくれました
New scene.
Yeah.
Is that a
He's
picture
remembering
of
all the
Euphemia?
nunneries. It does look like Yuffie.
I can barely see it.
Yeah.
As Yuffie's not.
ユフィ。
Are you okay? No.
ルルーシュを。
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's going to face him, so it looks like they are meeting.
Discussion.
Discussion.
All right, into episode 2, movie 2.
Movie two.
Transgression, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I enjoyed it more, but I think a big part of that is just the fact of what happens in the later season.
Yeah.
So, like, I really didn't want to see the start of it again, but the middle I didn't mind so much.
Same. Same.
The pacing really moved through season 2.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. It went
Yeah.
through a
Especially
lot.
towards the end of this movie, it just jumps like 10 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Like it's like the last 45 minutes was actual newish content.
It had more new content, yeah. But I was saying off camera, I was like, anyone who's like, what's this Code Geass thing? Let me watch the movies since they're recaps. They'd be so confused.
Yes.
I really wonder how much they'd be able to follow. Like the first episode, for real, you can follow because it's mostly like the first couple episodes and they take a lot from it.
Yeah.
But then that by the end of the first movie, and then a lot of this movie was just so many time skips.
Yeah.
And then what they rely on people reiterating, it's a good thing you did blah 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 blah, you know, to kind of help you piece things together.
Yeah, and you know they call them the recap trilogy for a reason. It's not for new people, but at the same time, I mean the movie came out relatively recent in terms of anime time to now. So I'm thinking that this alternate timeline is kind of the new canon, you know, because the movie that everyone wants us to watch came out 2017, and they're working on a new movie that's also connected to this alternate reality. So it feels like they made a masterpiece, but they're like, listen, the way it ended, we really can't continue it. So let's make another thing over here that's alternate, but it's really what's going to be getting more content. Is what it feels like.
Yeah.
What would lend credence to that is what we've kept mentioning before that we have to remember to talk about in the discussion is the fact that the plot has not changed. Like Divergence, where? That's why I'm really wondering if that'll start happening in the third movie, or if it's just going to be in the final Resurrection one where they'll do that. Like maybe based on what you're saying, it seemed like it would be something like, we like the base of Code Geass, but we just wanted to tweak a few little things, get rid of a few little fluffy areas, like everybody was upset about the Shirley thing because everybody hated Shirley. Let's just get rid of her importance as much, and then changing up other little things, but they kept the core and the same direction pretty much, all the way to through the second movie. So that's what I'm thinking. They did that because they just wanted an alternate ending.
Maybe.
I mean, the movie's called Code Resurrection. Like, what do you think's gonna be there?
Yeah.
Right? I think we all kind of assuming.
Yeah. And the next episode is called, what is it? Diverging Paths.
Is it? I
thought you said that.
I thought
it came up at the end.
Diverging Paths.
It wasn't credits, but I don't know if that's the title. I genuinely don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it is. But I mean, I just, from the recap trilogy, from the title, it's now thinking about it, it's making me change the way I look at these movies. I went into this wanting alternate reality, whereas that's not the goal. The goal is putting pieces in place and focusing importance on certain things so that the new stuff that they do is enhanced. It's not to do an alternate reality, it's to make it so that the pieces are there to move in the new movie.
Okay.
So I think that might be a little bit helpful when we look at these.
It would have been helpful before the second movie.
Yeah.
Because I was like begging and pleading the writing gods to just not kill Yuffie, please. Can we just like let her, I don't know, disappear into the distance? I don't know. Like, but they did the entire thing over, all the pain and suffering again.
You were so mad.
I was so upset.
Yeah, I was just kept checking on you every now and again. I'm like, this is more entertaining than watching this right now.
I mean, I wrote down a lot of small changes, some scribbly line. I have no idea what I wrote there.
Scribbly line?
But basically, I was saying a lot of small changes, but nothing impactful yet, and I was looking for that impactful moment. But I've generally decided, listen, I don't think it's coming. I don't think it is going to be an impactful change. Everything is essentially going to be the same up until the ending, and the new movie is going to be the new stuff.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking.
One interesting thing that they threw in at the front, I'm wondering if they're going to bring up again later, because the whole thing with the Japanese princess of her wanting to marry Zero doesn't really go anywhere in the first one. But then we do get an interesting flash of when Zero sees her for the first time. It's like, wait a minute, she was there when I went to meet Suzaku. Remember when he was climbing this? It's like, she must be a relative. And we were saying, wait a minute, she's a princess though of Japan. So I wonder if that kind of significance, like they threw that in there for a reason. Like why else are they?
That was in the original.
You're lying.
That was in the original.
See, I never caught that.
I mean, I just took it as they're accentuating some points, but maybe it was. I mean, it is just in the original, but was there anything different about the scene at all?
Not that I remember.
I don't even remember him climbing up that stair.
I don't even
I
remember
don't remember that scene of climbing the stairs.
Yeah, I don't remember the scene of him climbing with. I don't remember the scene being that long, but I do remember him climbing up this. Like we just saw the end bit.
Yeah,
climbing up the stairs with an angry Suzaku looking at him with Toto and a girl hiding behind his leg, an ugly man.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
I cannot remember his
Which
name.
would make sense why they point out the kid now, because I don't think anyone really recognized that as the Empress. Because I remember I was being like, oh, that's some little girl, but I didn't make the connection even later who that was.
No.
But I mean, it would make sense if he's like a distant relative because the Kurorugis are like a really old family, really entrenched into society. Like he has houses all over Japan.
Yeah, he was the prime minister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of thinking, like every scene is a new scene. We're in the middle of like especially this movie.
Yeah.
Like that was a new scene, right? That one was new.
Oh no, this did happen.
That did happen.
Oh,
oh
no.
wait.
Oh no.
like we were like, Suzaku or Lelouch is gonna Geass.
Small big bus.
Like we were like, Lelouch is gonna Geass Suzaku. He's changed. Oh no!
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Actually happens in original.
This happened already.
I can feel the comments.
Yes.
But I mean, at the time recording this, that movie hasn't come out yet, so we haven't even seen any response. I was actually thinking of like cutting it out.
Oh, sorry, I just ruined that.
We went in so hard. We did though.
Yeah.
We were like, this is new. This is like earth shattering. It's like, oh my gosh, new content. Because the entire first movie was exactly the same.
Yeah.
From their perspective, it was like, guys, you just watched this.
Yeah. How did you forget? How did you forget?
It was like, how long was it? It was 24 episodes plus, I think it was 12 episodes for the first season.
Yeah.
It's like almost half a year ago.
Yeah, it's a while ago. A lot of that to me was kind of, it even fell in the place of nostalgia for me because I was like, oh wow, I remember the beginning of Code Geass when we were so innocent.
Like in the beginning of this year.
Yeah, it became nostalgia world for me.
And it doesn't help that in the movie, I mean, everything is beautiful. They enhanced all the scenes, but a lot of them are old scenes, but they look new, and so it tricks your mind. It's like, was this new? You know.
And then some of the scenes that I'm pretty sure are new, they do look like more crisp.
They do.
Especially when they switch immediately to an old scene and it looks all fuzzy and
slightly, you can
desaturated.
Almost a little grain
in there, yeah.
I assume it's different artists, so like trying to replicate the style, but it's not quite it.
Right.
It's true.
Go
ahead.
I just had a little theory about the Yuffie thing. That it's a theory that was pretty immediately squashed, but I wanted to mention it anyway just because I found it interesting. So I was watching a video recently about how Alzheimer's worked. Well, it wasn't specifically about that, but it was about an art AI, and they wanted to basically train the AI to have neurons, and then slowly remove neurons and have it just repeatedly ask it to paint a face. And so at first, it's a really realistic human face, and it simulates losing neurons, and the face degrades and degrades until it's like something really disturbing. But you could tell like where the eyes should be in the mouth. So the brain's dying as you get Alzheimer's. So I was thinking with Yuffie, when she's on the hospital bed there, she's like, Suzaku, I can't see your face. So I took that to be, oh, neurons dying, brain dying. That's why she could resist the Geass at the moment. She's like, no, I love you.
Yeah. Because
her brain's dying and the Geass reprograms the brain.
Right.
But then later she's just like, nah, it goes so much against who she is.
Yeah,
that's why.
they just whispered that, yeah.
Headcanon.
It can be both, a little bit of both, you know, maybe.
One scene that I'm pretty sure was in the original, but at the time I was like, what? Was Nunnally when she sensed someone come in the room when she was in a school. She is getting kidnapped. She was like, Cece? So she could sense the similarity between their essences when Vivi came in the room. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
That wasn't original, yeah. But
I figured.
But yeah.
Yeah, this also reinforces my headcanon of she has a natural inborn Geass.
Because of Geass parents.
Geass parents.
Yes.
There are some things that aren't explained.
I'm keeping it. I don't care what they say.
Speaking of not explained though, so there was that moment of... So, in the original, there was a moment where Suzaku looks at the giant mech, the Gwain, which Lelouch came in to speak with Yuffie, and he sees like her essence or some pixie dust.
Yeah.
And she jumps out after she's like, oh, he can see me. And it's like, oh, you can see me maybe because we interacted at Kamine Island, or is it because he... And then everything, chaos.
Right.
In the original, that was never really explained, and I assume it really wasn't explained because several people commented, yeah, there are just some things that aren't explained, including that. So, to me, that seems like a plot hole.
Why did they bring it back?
They didn't have to show that scene at all. Because, I guess you could argue it's what gets her out of the mech and then makes everybody around them pass out to not stop Yuffie. But I wonder if in this alternate reality they will expand upon that. Maybe they're showing that because we want you to remember that this occurred.
That would be interesting. I also wonder if maybe it's not supposed to be a plot hole. Maybe it's just supposed to be like she has several theories, but the one she's most hooked on is the fact that they interacted at Camino
That's also
Island.
possible, yeah.
I mean, that's why I kind of just brushed it under the rug. I never questioned it.
And also something that's kind of sad is at the time he didn't know that it was possible to undo Geass's, but like within a month of killing Yuffie, they find out Jeremiah can cancel Geass's.
Yeah.
So he could have captured her and saved her.
Yeah.
I just seen that.
Yeah, if they had just captured her and locked her up, they could have saved her.
Although, I mean, plan-wise, Zero personnel-wise, it wouldn't have worked that well. I don't think. Because, she did just, genocide everybody.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able... Yeah, but she would be alive. And that would... First of all, Suzaku would not be as maniac. And hate Lelouch to his core anymore. He would just be disappointed in him. A different kind of annoyance or anger, It would change the driving force. Like I said, Suzaku needed a driving force in order to betray his friend by taking him to his father, whom he hates and who he knows he hates because of how he treated Lelouch and Nunnally. Is like the lowest low for me. That's why when Suzaku did that, I literally hated him after that, and it took a long time for the bitterness to fall out of my mouth.
I mean, I'm kind of on Suzaku's side for that one, to be honest.
No, I understand his anger. It doesn't mean I'm not angry at his move. I just think it was very hypocritical and nasty.
I mean, he straight up prefaced it on the phone call, though. He was like, I used to want to, fix things, but now I just want to, I want to watch the world burn, Miss Dwayne.
Doesn't make me hate him less.
I mean, I don't disagree necessarily that it had to happen for the story. It's just a fun thought that all that could have been, he could have had Suzaku in his back pocket for having captured Yuffie. Well, it's arguable if he could have even kept her, because Suzaku was right there. Yeah. But
it wasn't a few months. It was a year.
It was a year because Lelouch gets brainwashed by Emperor and is it would have been a while.
So they might not have even been able to hold her.
No, they could have held her.
The Black Knights fell apart after the Tokyo battle, right?
Oh, you mean if the Black Knights held her?
Yeah, because where would they have kept her? Oh. Because they had to go underground after the Tokyo battle. So where would she have been?
I was considering the people, Britannians holding her.
Oh, yeah, they could.
They wouldn't kill her.
They would hold her. Yeah.
They would hold her.
But I mean, to be honest, none of this ever happened, so.
Yeah, I don't know why we're going on about it. But if you know.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Theoretical hypotheticals. Also, we got Jeremiah's whole awesome train scene cut. And I don't know how to feel about it. That was a pretty metal scene, and I was loving every second of it. Yeah, remember when he turned on...
That did happen.
Yeah, it did. Wait, what?
I thought that happened after.
None of you said anything.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. Yeah, cool.
No, I agree with you.
No, I agree.
I was gonna say it made me think of why I was one of the reasons that I was like, dang, you wouldn't be able to follow this was especially that Jeremiah scene, because at one point he's just sent off talking to Vivi in the darkness, does the thing, finds Shirley, I'm gonna leave you alone, be safe, whatever. And then Vivi's angry, and then suddenly he's next to Lelouch, and I forget what he said. He said something to kind of smooth things over, kind of help you connect the dots, but it was barely that. And then he was just suddenly by his side. It's like, oh, we're here now.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, they're assuming we know, because recap, but the big thing is, I didn't place that scene before everything that we saw, so now that I know it's before, that means Shirley's still alive, because they didn't show that.
Right. So, and I think that's probably one of the big reasons they cut that scene, is because it was such an integral part to Lelouch and Shirley, and Lelouch was supposed to go crazy at that point.
That's why he wanted to kill the Order.
And that doesn't even come up at this point.
So why is he
killing the Order at this point?
I mean, I know it makes sense to get him off the table, but
maybe it was to find Vivi. I don't know.
But they still kept the scene with him and Cornelia, going, and now we're going to wipe you off the face of the earth, you evil being.
Yeah.
He still wants to get rid of the Geass.
Yeah, but
So
we just don't have we don't have the motivation as
the
strong
passion
anymore.
to commit genocide.
Yeah, like killing those women and children was passable because the character just went through extreme grief.
Mm-hmm.
But if that never occurs, like, why does he want to kill Roll so bad?
Right.
Like, there's no reason to kill Roll.
Yeah. It's.
I mean, he was planning
didn't-
on getting rid of him before, but not as much as
Yeah.
after Shirley died.
Yeah, he's very useful right now.
Yeah.
He'll do anything you say. Like, he wanted to kill him because you killed Shirley.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we lost everything about Lelouch coming to terms with losing his life, his memories before, and coming back into it and coming back into the role of being Zero.
Mm-hmm.
We lost all of that, and we only saw everything from Suzaku's point of view. Remember?
Right, yeah.
So we just suddenly came back to Suzaku doing the signal, and Sayako just being like, "Nah, fam," and
what was that?
Sayaka's like, "Oh, was that an evil move?"
Explain yourself.
No explanation. We don't even get an explanation that it was Sayako.
Yeah.
Nothing.
We have to remember.
We just have to know.
And then cut to Lelouch in the room was like, "Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is fine."
Yeah. Oh, so Lelouch was Zero all along? Oh, okay. So we don't even get anything of CC was the original first Lelouch. It's not Lelouch. Zero.
Yeah.
But the only thing we get as a reference to that was we see Zero on the screen and then we see CC swimming like a mermaid.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that there was a time skip, but I wrote it down like after 3 times in my notes how funny it was. And she's like, "Finally, my masterpiece, Jeremiah, rise! Jeremiah's going to kill us all." It was so fast.
Yeah.
There's like 2 scenes.
Another thing with Suzaku, one of the new scenes, the way I said Suzaku reminded me of Akira the Exile. Suzaku.
Suzaku.
Water, Suzaku.
Suzaku.
Anyways, in this one, Suzaku finds out pretty quickly a bunch of people who know about the Geass, including Volette, who wasn't supposed to know about the Geass that early.
And she knew he had a power because of...
the memory wiping thing.
She doesn't know what it is. She just knows that he took her nightmare frame and she couldn't remember who he was.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So she wouldn't be surprised. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're going to definitely not have that big fight between, I don't know his name, the number 1 knight.
Waldenstein.
Bismarck Wallstein.
Wallstein and Suzaku. Remember when Suzaku's like, even his live command wasn't helping him fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's where he finds out that someone else knew about the Geass. Because he was coming to kill or lock the door or do something to the Emperor. Mm. And he fights him. So maybe he'll still fight him. They'll just have different dialogue. Mm-hmm. But he finds out here, like 4 other people or 3 other people know about the Geass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't even talk to the Emperor again.
The Emperor's like, I don't need to talk to anybody.
Yeah, he doesn't get special treatment.
He's busy standing in the thought elevator.
Yeah, just doing
just
all
that.
the time. Just stands there and talk to his dead relatives.
Honestly, yeah, he's probably just talking to his wife or Clovis or anybody who's old war buddies all day long.
Euphemia.
That'd be fun. Not fun. Never mind. That was the wrong word.
Not the word to use right now. No.
Oh, and speaking of which, this was actually a fairly major change. Charles, when he goes to yoink the code from Vivi, it's like, you lied to me, you tuned up Jeremiah instead of you killed Marianne.
Instead of you killed my wife, you got a new toy and didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Not cool, man.
No,
it's like watching Stranger Things without me.
Yeah. Griffin voice.
I don't know.
I know I'd change.
Yeah, I don't know if that was for the best.
No.
Why?
Because it made it seem... it emphasized the childishness of him, because Vivi was kind of saying he was so childish, but it was more referring to the fact that he had emotional ties to Nunnally, which you figure that out later. The reason he actually cared about Nunnally and didn't want to ruin how she looked at her brother or something.
And emotions, like, you lied to me, he's hurt.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what the lie's about, you lied to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It could also emphasize how little it took for him to straight up murk his brother.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, it is petty, but also at the same time, it's very monumentous to him. Because you remember in the flashback, he's like, we'll destroy this world of lies. And his whole thing against Rakshata was that God allows people to lie to each other because they all have these masks. And that's what... I said that in a tumbled up way. But he's using the sword of Rakshata to destroy...
Akasha.
Akasha.
I was like,
Rakshata.
how did Rakshata get here?
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's trying to destroy the world of lies and remove the mask everyone wears so he can make a better world, right? And so the foundation of their bond, whereas their families just killing each other, is we will never betray one another in that we will not lie. That's the one thing we don't do. And he did it twice. And the first time, he let him go.
Yeah, but the first time was like... I think he let it go because we find out later Marianne kind of survives a little bit onward, and that he still be able to see her in this world, you know. So he's not as mad about it.
I actually have a question though.
Or maybe it was a long play. Sorry.
The lie originally in the show was you lied to me about Marianne. That was the lie, right? That's the thing he said at the door.
Yeah, but he said there were two lies.
Yeah,
he lied to him twice.
I can't remember what the first one
Me neither.
was, but. Why would the second lie be about Marianne if he could have spoken to Marianne and know who killed her all this time?
Maybe.
Well, it's still a lie.
Well, yes, but why is it an issue now? You know what I mean?
Maybe it's because 2 strikes you're out.
Well, yeah, sure. But wouldn't the strike have occurred like a long time ago? Because he spoke with Marianne and she's like, he killed me. Like, why is it an issue now?
Oh, you mean in the original when he brings it? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Why is he now mad?
Are you sure that was the lie he brought up?
That's why I'm confused.
I thought it had something to do with what he had recently done. Like, oh no,
you tried to kill Lelouch.
Right, he tried to kill Lelouch.
Yes. So the first lie was Marianne.
Right.
That was always known.
Yeah.
But you tried to kill Lelouch, and that was a tearing point.
And this one, the tried to kill Lelouch changed to you souped up Jeremiah.
Yeah, super soldier.
And that makes sense because he doesn't try to kill Lelouch in this one.
Is Jeremiah immortal? Sorry, yeah.
Maybe that's the only reason they changed it. Because they had to cut it. He doesn't try to kill Lelouch. So, I guess we're going to figure out a different lie.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
We're going to cut a bunch of stuff out now.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so originally... So the Marianne thing was never the thing that was Torrid when he was standing there in the doorway. The first lie was he killed Marianne. And he figured that out a long time ago. It strained their relationship, but they're still good. The second lie was once he sent Jeremiah to kill Lelouch at Ashford Academy. That enraged him because that's what we find out later. He's like, he still loves Nunnally and Lelouch.
Right.
So he's like, you lied to me again, brother. And then he kills him. In this, that never occurs because they skip that whole thing. And Jeremiah just instantly on his side. So he's only angry that he made Jeremiah into the super soldier.
Yeah.
Weird to be mad about, weird to even keep secret from the Emperor, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that's what he lies about. So they have to swap the lie out for something, and they pick that.
Yeah. Because there was nothing else that Vivi did.
There's no...
Vivi kind of downplayed. He wasn't the big baddie this time anymore.
I felt like the Emperor was more of
the Emperor was the antagonist.
Yeah, I feel like we always thought that the Emperor was the antagonist, but when there was more mystery around Vivi, it was the Emperor and this mysterious entity who is forever young and has undescript powers. Because we didn't know that Vivi was the new big guy of the code. The code order, Geass order, order Geass order.
Yeah, we spent a long time trying to figure out where he was in this whole thing. And by the time we did, he was fighting to the death.
Yeah, he was already dying.
He was crawling across his throne room.
Like Bartley, I also felt like I never really hated Bartley, but when he died, I felt like sad for him because he was genuinely just trying to do what he's being told.
Yeah.
But he never outright did anything malicious. No. He just looks the part, you know?
He does. Yeah. He's a big softy.
Yeah, he seems like it.
Yeah, he just kind of, he's loyal to them and he just wants to do what they say.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he ended up working for...
the wrong side.
The wrong people.
Yeah.
If only he'd worked with Lloyd more. Because Lloyd was working for him for a while, and then Lloyd ended up being pushed to another division or
nice old yoinked him.
Yeah. Anyways.
So Jeremiah's... So that's the thing. I always thought the experiments they did on Jeremiah ended up in them giving him a Geass. But from the way that they phrased it here, it sounded like it was different from regular Geass because we already know they are fully capable of making Geass children from Rolo. So that was never really a crazy issue.
Yeah, they were doing something else.
And Bartley was working for Clovis, so he wasn't directly connected to the Geass order.
No.
So it could be argued that the reason why they were trying to figure it out is because they didn't know that they had another method. So that's the possible explanation. But maybe Jeremiah is completely different. And that's why I was wondering if he was like immortal. Because he's kind of like Cece. Because the experiments were based around Cece. Not based around necessarily giving him a thing. They were trying to make another Cece.
Yeah.
That's why the Emperor would be angry if he made another Cece.
Yes.
But I don't know if it goes that deep because we never really get it tested.
New headcanon.
Yeah.
I'm running with it.
Okay.
And in the original ending, he's the one who leaves with Cece. Jeremiah is the one who leaves with Cece.
thought it was
that's
Anya.
Anya, never mind. Scrap that last part. Everything else.
Oh.
He also has green hair.
Green
Yeah.
hair.
Wow.
None of the kids have a hair color change. The Geass kids.
Yeah, but I thought Jeremiah always had green hair.
He always had green hair.
Oh, yeah.
He did?
Yes.
No way.
I still like the idea that he's somehow immortal because I'm like,
sense.
what else do they have him? And the only other thing I was thinking that the only other reason they had him kind of incubating was because he was unstable. He was mentally unstable, and then they were trying to put in this mechanics in him.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how the circuits were just not right, and he came out and he was just crazy, crazy, and then Vivi's the one who stabilized him.
Yeah.
So maybe Vivi completed the work. So he was basically set up to have all of that from Cece, but it was unstable. And then Vivi made him a complete man.
In a way, that makes it weirder that the Emperor's mad at him if he didn't even start the project. Vivi just showed up and finished somebody who was
Somebody else's
already
work.
he's almost done, and he's just like, why waste this?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see being mad about it, but I don't know. I don't see that as a lie. I see that as something that just came up. You know?
Yeah, it's just maybe the fact that he didn't tell him about it.
Yeah. But it does kind of feel like they needed something.
They just needed something there.
Well, it is also that he took Jeremiah specifically to kill Lelouch.
Yeah. Which he didn't need to do in this timeline. Wait,
Which
no,
he
you're right. He
wanted to.
wanted to.
He wanted
Yeah,
to.
but then Jeremiah said nope.
And I think it would have been hard unless they had added at least a scene of Jeremiah, like a flash of the train scene or something of Jeremiah attempting to kill Lelouch. They couldn't say anything along those lines of like, why did you lie to me about sending Jeremiah to kill Lelouch or sending Jeremiah as an assassin or something like that? They couldn't refer to it at all because you'd be confused.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's like, is this still canon?
I keep flipping back and forth on this because it's so convoluted. But now, thinking of what you just said, he did take Jeremiah to send him to kill him. So he did order Lelouch's assassination. It just never went through.
Yeah.
So he could have still said that was a lie in that scene.
True.
Which means to me that the writers decided that the importance was the fact that he tuned up Jeremiah, which in my mind makes it so that Jeremiah is that powerful. Like he is like Cece. Because that would be a bigger deal.
That would also explain why he babushka-dolled out of his his thing. His thing blew up.
Yes.
Wait, that's later.
No, that's later.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see it again.
Oh,
that was
makes
so epic.
sense. I was fully wondering when it happened. I mean, I was just so awed that I just decided, you know what, this is it, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it would make sense now that his
just
thing
immortal.
exploded and he's fine. He's it's fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, he never came across as he's brave, and there's some people who are brave on bordering suicidal, but he jumped out knowing he's fine.
Yeah.
The way it seemed like.
Yeah.
If they cut that scene, I'm gonna be so mad.
So angry.
I need to experience that again.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they're doing kind of slow beginning, speed through the middle, and slow ending.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what's gonna happen because they need you to be able to follow the important story beats at the end.
Last
Yeah, and the middle, really, most of this is just kind of just connect the dots to get us to the next spot, and then I feel like the more important stuff will be. I feel like they'll slow down at the end, and if they don't, I don't know.
Yeah, we're already at the second half of season 2.
Yeah, they don't really have much left to work with.
And we have 2 movies left. So.
One of them's brand new.
Yeah, right. The last one is repeat, but the Resurrection one is brand new.
Kido.
That one is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I just want the new stuff, man. Show me the divergence.
Ow.
Sorry.
Stab me with your pencil.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
One of the new things is that he gives Rolo the locket late.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was odd, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I wonder why that detail.
I don't know. I think it's because he needs to die with it in his hand. Remember?
Well, yeah, but why didn't they just keep him having it on his cell phone?
Because they didn't want to have to explain it with flashbacks. Also, they did that scene before they showed Lelouch trying to kill him. I just thought that was interesting. It follows tracks. He just was angry with him, but it just. I don't know if I appreciated that.
No, it made less sense.
Yeah.
Because he gave him that locket early on to win him over to his side. So if he's already won him
Not
over,
even. He gave it when he still didn't have his memories.
He gave it to him when he thought it was
Nunnally's birthday.
Nunnally's birthday.
But it was his birthday.
For Rolo. So he gave it to Rolo even though he bought it for Nunnally before, I think.
okay.
I don't know about that.
And then he's like, it was supposed to be Nunnally's gift.
I remember him trying to snatch it back. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was mad. He was like, "Why do you have this?" And it's like, "Well, you gave it to me."
Yeah.
But it's just weird to me of why would he give it to him afterwards if he's already won him to his side and he doesn't like him.
Right. It doesn't make sense there unless it's gonna come into play in some other way.
Because his first reaction was take it back once he realized who it was.
Yeah.
So him giving it to him implied to me that he cares about him in this time.
Right.
That's what I
but
thought.
then he tries to kill him.
Right.
So
And he's
why
like,
did he ever
goodbye,
give it to
phony
him?
brother.
Yeah.
The only reason he didn't take it back originally was because he was like, this would really affect the relationship and he needs him on his side.
Mm-hmm.
So why would he willingly give it over if he
Yeah.
never asked for it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And also it's big for Rolo because it was something that got Rolo's gears turning on like, this guy's really my brother.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like something that had him
was
confused.
one of the catalysts. He was like,
Yeah.
affection?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what turned him at this point? Why is he suddenly a friend at this point? Is it just Lelouch's talk jujitsu? Talk jujitsu? How do you say that?
Taknojutsu.
Talk no.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
Yeah. So I guess we just have to come back around, and they're probably yelling at us in the comments. This is not meant for new viewers. It's meant for people who
I don't
watch the
care.
season and just want to go through torture of watching
Let
through
me complain in peace.
the recaps in order to get to another new episode. I don't know, whatever.
Hey, I mean, we gave it glowing reviews on the regular show. I think it's fine if we crap on this a little bit.
Yeah.
You have anything else there?
Not much else other than Rolo's name is
Nebros! I wanted to bring
Nebros.
that up, but I thought I lost my chance.
I don't know.
That was so random.
We can
No,
go
that's
back.
that's all.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
I just wanted to say that. That sounds like I lost my chance.
And Villette and Oogie
Oh yeah,
meet back up, and Sayako lurking
just
in the trees.
standing dead straight on top of a
Yeah.
branch.
I don't know if that scene was to remind us of the rest of the stuff that
Yeah.
ensued,
Yeah.
or if it was like she's just standing there and then she leaves later.
Yeah,
Yes.
she just wanted information.
See, that's also a criticism of the show. Sometimes they'll leave things up like that and we're left to assume what happens, but we don't know what path they take because sometimes they'll cut back and be like, oh, so this is different. And other times they'll cut back and like, no,
No,
things
it's the same.
went the same. It just
Yeah.
we didn't show you. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, how are we supposed to know what happened there?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But also, there's just two little small mentions I wanted to make as well. The first time I saw this, well, technically the second time I saw this with you guys, when I saw Cece smiling, looking at Vivi, I kind of wondered if she was being a little malicious because she was still in that air of we didn't know where she sat with everybody. It was like right after that we got the whole scene where the kind of ship sails.
Yeah.
But before that, it was up in the air. But now, looking at that, it's like, yeah, Cece's kind of looking wistfully happy for Vivi that Vivi got to pass on.
Yeah.
Even though Vivi wasn't really alive for nearly as long as Cece, I don't think.
No.
But,
He would
yeah.
be a little bit older than Charles.
Yeah. And then also, in a way, flares are worse than nukes in a small way. Like, sure, there's radiation of nukes that can go out and destroy, but flares remove matter from existence. That's not coming back. Like, nukes just shuffle everything around, destroys stuff,
It
but the
radiates.
matter's there. It radiates. But the flare is like, it deletes parts of the earth forever. So just that aspect of it is terrifying to me.
Yeah.
I feel like they're equally as terrible, you know.
They're
In their own
both bad.
way.
They're both
I mean,
bad.
I feel like the fallout from nukes makes up for, the deletion of matter.
I don't know. I'm a little scared of the flare. I'm just thinking, like, if a nuclear war goes off, humans are like cockroaches. We'll survive, you know? But if a flare war goes off...
where do you just disappear? You can't come back.
Even if you survive the fallout, where you're gonna live? There's just craters everywhere of nothing.
Yeah.
There's no soil, there's no rocks.
Yeah.
They got all the butterflies. What are we doing, man?
I don't know. I think I would prefer to be deleted rather than irradiated.
Well,
more torture stuff.
But yeah, so I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you liked your time here, please remember to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. If you guys want to see the final movie with the recap, you can hit the Patreon. The $5 tier will allow you to see that. Or if you want to see the uncut, the next tier up lets you see that as well. Remember, you can just check out the Discord if you want to talk about the show, or if you want to have some Q&As directly question us about certain things. And the comments are also there if you guys want to inform us of something we got horribly wrong, which is probably occurring right now. But thank you guys very much either way, and we'll see you around Scene City. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
A special thanks to our patrons, Andrew, Danilo, Tyler Costin, and Deli.